Cool. So again, hello, my dark lights. It's me, Miss Eclectic. Shelly be eclectic. So yeah, anyhow. So I'm kind of a little weird, but there's a method to why I'm so weird. And it's because of certain things that I have noticed in my awareness that have developed certain things that happen in my life. So let's just get into it. So, with everything happening as far as like this global catastrophe plus this election bullshit, it really had me in a sense of just like my life was like, fuck. I just couldn't handle it. And even right now, I'm trying to readjust to everything happening and to readjust with what I think and feel about everything happening. And in the process of doing so, I ended up realizing that my anxiety was out the roof. Like it was completely out the roof. But I've been dealing with like some fucked up things in my life, period. So dealing with like an external factor, like what like has just been transpiring of like the past month and so, on top of what's been happening throughout the whole year, it really just turned around and it caught me on like a good one. And I just was like, I can't, I shut down and it was good. Like it was just, yeah. Even right now, like it took me so long just to sit down and to start recording videos again. And the reason why I'm even able to do that is because of something called my period. And let me explain. So during my period, I really don't even shower. I don't shave. I don't fuck around with my hygiene. I don't do any of that. I just allow myself to just sit in the moment and feel my own energy, period. Smell myself, talk to myself, feel myself, and just do like a complete check-in because every month I'm like repurging myself. That's something that women get to do is that every month we get to turn around and we get to reset ourselves with our period and everything. So what I do is I just completely just sit in everything. I just allow it to happen. I allow for like my menses to flow. I allow everything to go through. But what I'm doing also is I'm paying attention to something like my olfactory. Um, One thing that I guess I would really like to sit down and discuss for like right now is the issue of smell. Because a lot of people don't even realize that you're attracted by your smell, like your sense of smell. And what I've noticed is that of recent in like current culture and society, Western culture, we think that like the best thing is to have like the best smell and whatever, and we like to completely get rid of our smell, our sense of smell, and we like to use artificial stuff all the time. And one thing that I have noticed is that animals, when you go out into like the wild and stuff, it's always the stinkiest of the fucking animals that always ends up getting the bitches, like all the bitches and hoes. Like it's all the best and stuff, you know? And so what ends up happening is the reason why is because the sense of smell, like the stronger the scent, the better the person is as far as reproduction and everything is concerned. Because if you could smell it, then you know you could, you know. So anyhow, so sitting down, and now that we look at like third world countries or like countries where they're not as developed, they still deal with hygiene and everything. And so they can still turn around and still get a sense of their smell and everything. They can still kind of analyze what is going on physically with themselves just from their sense of smell. So that's why on my period, I'll sit down, and if I've been eating too much, I can smell it in my period. I can smell it in everything that I'm secreting. So I sit down and I analyze it to figure out why. And then I can also, when I'm on my period, I can analyze what it is that I'm doing on my mental and emotional state of being, analyze that, and kind of go through it as well. So sitting down and just being in my funk actually does more like on a genetic level than anything even I can describe, because I'm empathic. So I kind of know what it is that I'm doing by allowing myself to have that moment of funk and to reset. And it's been kind of hard to sit there and to explain it to all the rest of you fuckers, because not a lot of you have that sense of awareness to even understand what it is that your body is doing and why it does it and how. it kind of sucks because you go through life sitting here and you're always trying to mask your scent. And the thing is not to mask your scent, but to sit down and actually sit in your funk and figure out why it's funky. Because there's a difference between having good funk and bad funk. Like, you know, when you sit there and you've been eating too much of one thing and it comes out in your system and it's just like, oh no, that's really bad. Versus if you're eating something and it's really good, but it's like, it's the difference between sitting there and eating what, like a bunch of candy versus eating onions. You know, the onion is gonna turn around and be good for you, but you're still gonna stink when it comes out. Like, when it comes out in your pores, it's gonna stink. When it comes out in your bowels, it's gonna stink. When you speak, it's gonna stink. But it's a good stink. It actually does help you. Versus if you eat candy and then it comes out in your pores and you're like just extra sweet, and then you like have like more fat, and then like you create more inflammation and everything. And in a sense, like it's still, both are still but one is like a natural funk that you probably need in order to incorporate into your system, because it is actually helping you. Yeah, it smells, but hey, the garlic is going to turn around and help you clean your colon and whatever the fuck else out in your system, where the candy is just going to cause even more problems and stink too when it comes out of your system. So to pick your poison, you know. But this whole thing of wanting to completely remove our scent is just, you got to remove the bad aspects of your scent. So you remove the bad things that you're putting into your system so that when it comes out clean, it comes out better. But don't completely run away from your smell as well, because you kind of need your smell. You need to analyze your smell to figure out what's going on, how things are going, and why things are going. So it's just, when, I don't know, if you sit down and you say that you are sensitive to scents, then yes, you are sensitive to what is going on in other individuals and other things around you. But that doesn't mean that you can sit there and complain because shit stinks, because everything stinks. So, hey, I don't know. Hopefully that helps out too. Because, I don't know, it's like 5 of you mofos that watch my shit right now. So, yeah. So, I love you so much. Thank you for even watching. And take care, my dark lights. Till next time. Bye.